So I came in and saw this chick, and to this day, I don't know what happened, but it looked like a pretty severe injury to the wing.
After seeing that one that was either pecked or otherwise injured, I think they need more space.
These were my first chicks ever, and I've had them for 5 days. So what did I end up doing? I observed. I decided I was going to leave him with his flock mates, and as an emergency, I just used the shipping box that he came in and just fashioned like a roof over it. And I allowed the other chicks to be in it, to have that just be part of the coop, because I didn't feel that unless I absolutely have to, that he should be separate. So this is when I made a little hardware cloth cage, so they were in view, and I even gave him a little buddy in there, and they actually gathered and slept around and on top of it. So that worked out. So on the coop floor, which I was going to move them into a section of the coop, I just sat with them and observed them long enough to see if it had been a pecking issue, maybe, if they were going to leave him alone, or, kind of just to get a feel for what the hell was going on. And you can see here, he's not as active as the others. He just kind of stands around, and I mean, he's dealing with a significant injury. And already now, he is looking a little bit smaller than most of the others of his kind. He's an Andalusian. And he did, in fact, end up staying smaller than all of the other chicks. You'll see that later on. So here the injury is still pretty fresh. You can see it's kind of red. And at the time, I didn't do anything with it because this was like in 2012. Beterisin wasn't even on the market yet. I didn't have anything. I only knew that an injury like that, that isn't affecting internal organs, that chicken have some sort of miraculous healing powers. At least that's what I found out from reading the only book I had, which is Harvey Isser's The Small Scale Poultry Flock. So, what else? Okay, so this is just the little journey from him being like that to what happened with this. No treatment whatsoever. I just made sure that
I love you.
that he got some egg yolk and scrambled eggs when I fed that. But other than that, this is just him as it was, being supervised. And none of the other chicks ever bothered him or did anything to him. And so after 3 days, I allowed him to stay with the flock. I'm moving them to the coop floor, and that's the coop floor there. And again, you see he's not as active. He stood around a lot for the first few days.
Sick bay in
This
there.
is a...
Look at this little guy.
There he is. The injury is already a day old. So this was the next day before I let him be with the flock. I had them out separately. This is probably 10 days old, like a few days later. And they're already on the coop floor. I moved them. And there he is. So this is a little bit later, and now you're going to have trouble telling him apart. There he was right in the beginning. Now he's right by my leg. He's moving and acting, being with the flock. And if you didn't know it, you wouldn't necessarily notice anything. It's just me sitting with my first baby chick flock.
It's okay.
Okay, there he is. It's that Splash Andalusian, the little white chick in the back there. And this is after I had moved the brooder to the coop floor. It's just a section. See, it's sectioned off. And he's just being with the flock. And you can see he is definitely smaller than the rest of them. There he is. See him?
It's a little kiddo that had a raw wing. I'm very amazed that it's still with us. It did stay smaller though than the others. Oops, here you go. Come here, out this way. Interested in sitting on you. I didn't know. Is there a little?
There he is.
Wing? Doing okay.
So this is about 3 days or so, 3 or 4 days after the injury, maybe 4. And he's just with them, and you can see he is smaller. Like next to him is another Splash, Andalusian Splash, and he's definitely smaller. This was at 3 weeks.
But she's still holding out.
And there he is up top there, one of the last ones out. But he made it. And again, you can see the size difference compared with the other Andalusians. All the white ones, they're Andalusians, Splash Andalusians.
Part of the coop.
But he's acting completely normal now. And this is where the 3 weeks they were allowed to go out the coop the first time. Oh, he's right there. And if you didn't know it, at first glance, you might not notice any difference. This might be like 4 weeks, 4.5. See, that's there he is. And part of the wing feathers, the short ones, they just never came in. There he is in the middle of it. This was more like 6 weeks. And he's there. See, there he is. He's going into the grass back there. And so he went from this little chick in there, first separated, to, ta-da, there he is, 3 months. Very confident, but you can see his wing isn't normal. That's him there too. And at first glance, you don't see it, but when you look, the upper part of his wing just didn't develop. And yes, I had a lot of roosters. Out of the 27 chicks, one girl or one chick died. So out of the 26, I had 9 hens. And the rest were roosters. But he was completely part of the flock. See, there you can see his, he has the long wing feathers, but not the short ones. Some on the top, but the others it was just too much damage to the wing. Now that particular day is the last footage I have of him. Because at some point that late summer or early fall, a bobcat got him. At least I think it was a bobcat. So anyway, thanks for watching. This is what happened. No treatment of any kind other than separation within the flock. Maybe some extra egg yolk. And he did well. He did super well. And they do really have miraculous healing powers. So yeah, in terms of wound healing, chickens have miraculous healing powers. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.